Hey, what's up? This is Chosen. Happy Friday to you. The weekend is almost here, and we have got to get you caught up on everything going on in Raid Shadow Legends. We've had some drama around the Prime Gaming drop, which is Genbo, a Void Affinity Epic nuking champion. Really good for the arena and dealing damage in general. I even use him sometimes for damage dealing in some of those fancy, weird secret rooms and stuff. We've also got some drama around the Chagur event and people reacting to the cost of the void shards associated with it. I've got a poll here on the channel, so I will let you know what percentage of players I expect to be pulling for Chagur, and we'll get you caught up on everything happening in Raid Shadow Legends as we head into the weekend so you can play as efficiently as possible. Let's get into it. Alrighty, now as you can see, it has been quite the roller coaster of emotions. We had problems with the Amazon Prime 4th reward, and they were working on it. Then they thought they delivered some fixes, but it turns out that it was still not improved and still not working. Thank you for being patient. And then finally, this afternoon, as of about 1 hour ago, it looks like the technical issues that prevented getting the bonus Prime gaming drops has been resolved. So what I'm going to do now is show you how to claim your promo Genbo. Okay, so first of all, this will pop up when you load the game, but if it doesn't, you're going to go to the 3-bar menu over here on the left side of the screen, and then right here, right above me, you'll see the Prime Gaming Drops towards the bottom of the options, and then this is where you will have this pulled up for your Genbo. You're going to click on the Claim Now button, and you can see my monitor just pulled something up over here and got a lot darker, and so then it will pull up another window where you're going to have to get a code that you can plug in-game. So let's pull that up. And actually, you know what? I have this light over here. Let me turn this on. Yeah, boom. Okay, so that makes, that makes my studio or the lighting in my face a little better. Let's just go ahead and leave that on. That way the monitor doesn't affect it so bad when it gets dark. But yeah, anyway, so then you're going to go over to the top right here. You've got Get In-Game Content. You click on that. And what this is going to do is help you generate a code that is specific for you and your account. So you're going to take this code right here and copy the code. Leave that window open until you actually get it in game. That way you don't, end up losing track of it or anything. But then we're going to go back into Raid. Then as we go back into Raid, this is the part where some people get confused. You can't put anything in right here. You have to back out. And then you're going to treat that as a promo code. So you're going to go into promo codes, and then this is where you're going to put in that Genbo code that you got via the link that we showed you by navigating through the menu on the left side. And then you're going to paste that. If you can't paste it, you're going to want to write it down or something and then just type it in or whatever. I don't know what platform you all are on, but for me, I'm on PC as of recording this, and I can just copy and paste it like you saw. And then we click confirm. And then what people were experiencing was a bug. But as you can see, it did work now, at least for me in this video. And we have got our free Genbo right there. Now, I'll probably try to get an updated infographic and a guide out later today or something for those of you that are getting Genbo today and want to see how I built mine and how I use him and get the full breakdown of the masteries and the grades and the tier list and everything around Genbo. I'll try to get that out later today. So remember to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on that. If you're getting your free Genbo today, I will cover it for you. Then as we dive into some of the shard stuff going on, the most notable thing happening right now is going to be the guaranteed event for Chagur. And right here, you can see the 110 voids for Chagur. And then we are also coinciding with a 10x where we have Ursaga as the bonus void legendary. And then we've got some pretty solid non-void champions. I would say the epics are the main calling card of this 10x for the non-voids, where you've got Stag Knight and Deacon in there. Both are really, really good progression epics for an account. Deacon is actually part of a promo code that new players can get now, but Stag Knight, you definitely want a Stag Knight on your account. He is one of the best general utility epics in the game. Saris, one of the best arena epics, but anyway, you know the drill on 10x's. I think most people are going to be giving attention to the guaranteed Chagur event. And if we pull up the polling on the Chagur event, you can see here that we have got a 97-3 for not pulling. And that's actually surprising, honestly. I thought this would be closer to like Maybe 10 to 15%, somewhere in there, because Chagur is kind of rising up the board in terms of how he is viewed since the release of the Sand Devil Necropolis and the Oil Ascension and all of that. Chagur has been getting a little bit more love, and people are trying to use him a little bit more. So I expected it to go up a little bit, but what this is a product of is Plarium has really slammed the void shards way too hard recently, and people just don't have any void shards. So like in general, my viewers on my channel, I've been around for so long that that typically they scale or they skew a little bit towards the more serious, more end game players, and even they aren't pulling for Chagur, as you can see on the polling. Now I was considering it. Now I'm at 55 shards, which makes it a little bit difficult. Oh, you can't see, sorry. Let me go ahead and move that a little bit there. Okay, so yeah, I've got 55 voids, and I guess I'm gonna have to see what the price is for voids, but I'm a like low to mid spender. I'm not a whale, I'm not a free to play, so it's tough for me. I would like to have a Chagur on my account, and you know, Ursaga is a 10x guy. My camera just keeps being in the way. There we go. I just can't win today. But anyway, so yeah, the fact that Ursaga is not a dupe for me, you know, I've got, so I could get a Chagur, a guaranteed non-dupe for 110 voids. So I could get the guaranteed Chagur for 110 voids if I was able to realistically make it happen. And then during the way, I would have a 10x for a guaranteed non-dupe in Ursaga. Ursaga's been power crept a little bit in the last year. In PvP is still a really good champion, just isn't quite what she used to be. Is kind of relegated to fill in tag team arena defense duty, but is a very solid progression champion early and mid game and all of that. Has been power crept a little bit in the ultra end game, but I guess you could say that for 95% of champions. So I don't know. It would be cool, but and also with the fact that we've got a fusion event coming up that people aren't very hyped for. If we go back over to that polling page, you can see that we didn't even really get any votes on the Fusion champion. Like 2K votes for a poll I did a day ago is pretty low on the channel. I actually hosted the Chagur poll way after the, like many hours after the Fusion poll, and look, it got twice as many votes. Like, so some of the stuff that I'm kind of seeing kind of tells me, just in being in the community every day and kind of noticing random things, tells me that people are not very hyped up about this next Fusion. And then we can see that reflecting in the polling, as we've got only 4% of people are going to be like excited about this Fusion. That is insanely low. And then you've got like 65% almost that think it is pretty bad and below average or whatever, with the most common answer being meh. So yeah, you'll probably see a decent amount of people that skip the Fusion if it's not really easy to do. If they come out with some difficult Fusion with summon rush events, you got to get, you know, an epic champion in and you can't avoid them or anything, I bet you'll see a lot of people skip them. Now it is a new faction, so I'll probably still try to go for it myself just to make sure I've got everything at my disposal. But if it ends up being really difficult, out of proportion requirements to finish the thing, I'm totally going to understand people taking a back seat and being like, you know what, things have been so crazy recently with the constant events, it's gonna be nice to take a deep breath for a little bit. I think a lot of people are gonna have that sentiment. Then for a breakdown of the in-game stuff, the tournaments, events, and offers and stuff, so here in the Classic Arena Takedown, I would at least try to get your 312 to get your blessing mechanics. And also in the Spider tournament, you've got the 200 right here at 1,000 points. I would at least scoop up that stuff at the bare minimum. And then under the events tab, you're going to see like the summon rush, which is the thing that coincides with all the shard events that we just talked about, which by the way, I think I forgot to mention that be careful because next week is going to be 2x voids. By the way, it's just kind of coming to me that I forgot to say that. So in the rotation, some of you out there may want to prioritize the 2x voids, and that could also be contributing to why we see such a low 3% Chagur participation rate, because a lot of people tend to enjoy playing during 2x events a little bit more. But anyway, you know the drill on the summon rush. This all looks mostly normal, what I would have expected. Dungeon divers, there is a barrel over here, which is really impactful for like early and mid game accounts maybe. But yeah, you know, one ancient shard. I would at least get the 2,000 points for the core hammers. Those are a little bit tough to come by, so I would at least maybe prioritize that. But nothing too crazy going on. So hopefully there is something in the shop. So okay, now this is kind of like the stuff that I would have to look at buying if I wanted to go for Chagur. So let's take a look if there's any decent void offers here. So let's pull up the good old trusty offer calculator. We get the 15 here, we get the silver 100K, and then the 5 void shards. It's going to grade out as a 0.92. Okay, what about the other one here? We've got the 30, and then change this to 250. Okay, and then 11 voids. It was a 0.92 versus a 1.02. So mostly kind of what we would expect for a void offer. I bet you every high spender is going to be buying these. For the medium spenders, it's going to be a difficult choice as it's only a 1.02. And then for the low spenders, it's definitely a pass. You're looking for the stuff that's more closer to 2.0. So, but like offer of 3. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I can get there. I don't even know if I can get there. Like, even if I wanted to whale out a little bit and go for Chagur, I think I might be just too far away to make that happen. In terms of other stuff in the shop, let's see. I don't see anything really noteworthy. I think most people are going to be interested in some of the void offers coming through because we've got 2x voids next weekend. So even for the people that aren't pulling this weekend, getting void shards now would be good progress towards next weekend. But I'm not seeing anything awesome in terms of a void offer that's like a 1.5 to a 2.0 or something, unfortunately. Boom, there we have it. Would mean a lot if you remember to subscribe and like the video on your way out, as it goes a long way towards helping the channel. But yeah, I'm gonna go work on some stuff for a little bit, and then here in a couple hours I'm gonna head on over to the live section of this channel and then hang out with a few with a few of the viewers for a little bit, answer some questions, do a Q&A, YOLO some shards, see who's pulling, and all of that good stuff, and then also get to work on a Genbo guide and an infographic for those of you that are getting your free Genbo and are excited to use him in the arena and all the different areas that he can help boost your account. So hopefully it was able to finally work for you on the Prime drop, and the shenanigans are over. I know we've had lots of shenanigans lately. We had Plarium like hot fixing the way to see your spending, which is funny because that's like the second time that's slipped through the cracks in the lifespan of Raid. So and both times it got passed right away. But yeah, the shenanigans have definitely been at an all-time high recently here in Raid, and I will keep you in the loop here on the channel as to all of it going on. So that'll do it for me on this one. I'll see you soon in the next stream, video, and all that good stuff. Have a good rest of your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Peace.